verbal stuff, the Twitter stuff, that would be getting you.
Yeah, I was getting into the verbal. I was getting into it. I like to talk, you know, and I was getting real excited about it. I mean, there's a lot of things that made me mad about the whole situation, so I definitely wanted to address a few things, and I was getting into it.
So, you're not fighting Jones. Are you going back to Jackson's?
No. I will not be going back to Jackson's. I'll never go back to Jackson's.
Never?
Never. Well, I'm not, wait. Because I don't want to go back there, I'm not going to say never. I'm just going to say I'm not going back. I mean, look, Greg Jackson is a great coach and stuff like that, but to be honest, I got my own personal feelings about the whole situation, how it went down, and I just like to leave it at that, you know?
It seemed like it was a real heat of the moment situation for you. As you step back from it and there's a little time, are you still angry or what's the feelings now?
Nah, I'm not angry more than anything. Like, I was kind of hurt by whatever happened, you know. And Greg know the whole truth of the situation, and people close to the situation know the whole truth of the situation. He'll say whatever he wants to, but I know what the deal is. He knows what the deal is, and that's all that matters, you know.
You believe in karma?
Yeah, to a certain extent.
I mean, you think Jon Jones has almost set himself up for a big fall, or not really?
You know what? I'm not gonna say that he set himself up for a big fall. I don't even want to see that happen to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish nothing bad to fall upon him, except for me whooping his ass. That's about it. But besides that, I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I wish that everything ends in a storybook finish for him, or whatever the case may be, but I don't want anything bad to happen to him.
As far as their backgrounds and body types and stuff, a lot of people compare, you know, Phil and Jon. Obviously, you know Jon's getting really well. From what you've seen of Phil, how do you compare and contrast their fighting styles?
A lot different. Jon is more confident. Jon will throw something and just believe it's going to hit 100%. No matter how wild and wacky it is, Phil is still to the point where he's kind of like unsure, you know. So that right there, that big of a difference, makes a huge difference.
So where will like the majority of your camp take place? I mean, where are you going to spend your time now?
I'm gonna do a little bit in Florida. I'm gonna do some in Arizona, and I'm gonna try to go up to New York City and get some training too. So I mean, I'm just trying to take bits and pieces off of everything, you know. I don't want to sit in camp the whole time and just stay there the whole time. I'd rather just move around and get some great training partners and stuff.
Is Colorado out of the equation?
No, Colorado's not out of the equation. It's not out of the equation, and I'll go back there too because Trevor Whitman is one of my, you know, one of my best coaches, and him and Mike Maynards have helped bring me to where I am right now. And great team out there, you know, Nick Marquardt, Shane Carwin, Brennan Shaw, you know, those dudes, Dwayne Ludwig, and all those guys there, you know, it's like family out there too. So I'll go out there, but the thing about it is that makes me kind of like, I don't know, is because, you know, they're like team affiliated with Jackson, and you know, it's like, I don't want to put them in a position where they feel like if they train with me, they're having to choose, you know, because of the way things are.
So what about the guys you were family with back at Jackson? It's one thing to be mad at Greg or some of the other trainers. Now, you know, Jardine's back there. You have guys you're really tight with. I mean, that's got to hurt.
Well, I mean, me and Jardine is still tight. Jardine has his own gym out there, you know. And I said if I go back there and train, I'm gonna go back there and train at his gym, you know, at Mean One. But like, it's not like I have beef with Greg. It's just like, you ever just been like so like disrespected, or just kind of just like so, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, feeling correctly, but feel used by somebody, and you're just like, you know what, I'm good. Because then it kind of shows like the kind of person that they really are, you know?
When you're on Twitter, right, and say you're going back and forth with Jon a little bit, do you read some of the reaction from people? Because you have to see reaction from people. Like,
no,
Rashad's this, Rashad's that, he's being a baby. I mean, what do you tell those people?
I don't tell them nothing, because once you start addressing them, it's like going into like a black hole. You just like, it's like everybody got an opinion after that, you know? And some people will say stuff just to get a reaction. So you're like when I started doing that, honestly, I was like checking my phone like every 2 minutes just to see what's going on. Like, dang, what did somebody say? And I'm like, I can't live like that no more, man. If I got something to say and I'll put on Twitter, but like when I read too much of what people are saying, man, it just rents so much space in my mind because I know me as me, but they know me as something totally different, and it's not even who I am. They know this character, and I'm a character to them. And to a character, you can say whatever you want to a character, but to a real person, it's a lot harder to say.
Since the injury, I mean, have you spoke with Jon at all directly? I mean, it looked like you guys were near each other in Toronto.
Nah, like I seen him in Toronto, and I walked by him, and he looked at me and said, "What you looking at?" I was like, "What you looking at?" And then he was like, "You a clown." I said, "You a clown," and that was it. That was our verbal.
Is that on fight night or during the week?
Nah, that was like when it was like this UFC party we were supposed to. Yeah, so I mean, it was nothing. I don't know, man. Like Jon put on this like Jon Jones hat when he's in the mirror in front of the media, but I know Jon Jones.
So you have like more real animosity for Jon, maybe because it's more current, or Rampage? Because you guys were pretty heated for a while there.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was more for like Jon. Like I got more respect for Rampage than I did for Jon. At least Rampage was like, look, this is me. This is what you're getting, straight up, boom. I don't like that sneaky stuff, man. Jon is like sneaky, man. Snake.